Raila and his affiliates have been questioning why President Ruto never gave even a single CS position to a Mama Mboga and a Boda Boda guy, and they claim that this is a hustler government. But equally, I also want to question the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, why he chose to omit the name of his #1 diehard fan, Nuru Okanga and Gaucho, to be among the list of the panelists that were going to dialogue in the bipartisan talks. Among Raila's panelists are Ledama Olekina, Edwin Sifuna, Enoch Wambua, Amina Mnyazi, Milly Mabona, Otiende Amolo, and David Kosing. If you just have a look at that list, then you'll have to agree with me that things don't go wrong, they start wrong. And the Right Honorable, leaving very brilliant minds like Otieno Kajwang and Honorable John Mbadi out of the list, but instead picking people like Senator Ledama Olekina will cost him to the end. And before we concretize further on that, in case if you're watching me for the very first time, kindly just consider hitting on the subscribe button. If you have been watching my videos and you have not subscribed, kindly just consider hitting on the subscribe button. And more so, if you're watching me from a different platform, either Telegram, TikTok, or Facebook, kindly just head on over to YouTube, search for Mohamed Sudi. I'll be the first right person to pop up. If matters socio-economic and political matters are your great areas of concerns, kindly just consider hitting on the subscribe button so that each and every time that I upload a new video, it will automatically reflect on the notification panel. And by so doing, you'll simply be supporting my content. Now, Raila's preference on selecting people to represent him on a task like the bipartisan talks are not competence-based, but rather very sentimental. You can imagine how his list would miss very brilliant, sober minds like the likes of Kina Peter Kaluma and Otieno Kajwang, with all the brilliance that these honorable MPs carry. Or maybe the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga is using a tactic that maybe I can't foresee to encounter his enemy. But to me, this seems more of sending boys to a men's task, of which you automatically lose. Perception is everything, and once a fighter, always a fighter. And Kenyans across both the two political divides know very well that people like Babu Owino is a fighter. So looking at that list, then you fail to understand what criteria or credentials did the Right Honorable choose to eliminate people like John Mbadi, Otieno Kajwang, and Babu Owino, and instead have David Kosing among the list. Imagine this, Raila dropping the name of people like John Mbadi only for him to include among the list a name of an MP to whom he had been consistently agitating for secession immediately after the elections. And it is not until he makes some changes on the list, this seems to be a mission in futility. Having left all the brilliant minds outside the list only to send this team to negotiate with RUTO's team, then I kid you not, this is a list that is going to be physically on the negotiating table, but mentally taking instructions from the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. Because omitting very brilliant minds like Otieno Kajwang and John Mbadi and replacing them with people like Senator Ledama Olekina is like omitting a lethal weapon that can cripple your camouflaging enemy with just an instant blow when facing them in an unpredictable battle like the one that Raila's team is about to face RUTO's. But honestly, that has just been my opinion. If you have a contrary opinion to mine, kindly just feel free to drop your comments in the comment section and I'll give them a right of reply. And as I end this, kindly just consider hitting on the subscribe button if you have not. Thank you, and may God bless you.